What is up, people? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Social Trends. Now, by now, I'm pretty sure that you're already tired of me telling you that you already know what it is, so I'm gonna just break it down for you. This is the show that brings you the most trending topics in the coolest way possible, because, you know, I like you and you're cool and you like me because I like y'all, so we get it going on. You already know that you're chilling with your main girl, Flower Bomb, so without further ado, let's get right into the show. So today's show is centered on one very special somebody and one very special concept, therefore. And I'm glad to say that I'm part of this honoring. And without further ado, we get straight into our first video entitled, I'm Appealing.
Is the same love that is given to these people whom you are torturing. May this surely come to a stop. I'm appealing as a mother of the nation. I'm appealing.
Okay, so first things first, right? When something like this happens, any other normal country would have been absolutely sympathetic and been like, yo, this is heartbreaking, y'all. We've got a situation on our hands, and the people in charge care about us so much that it's breaking their hearts. Well, they don't usually have their hearts broken out in public like this, but of course, our wonderful country and my wonderful country people were like, no, let's turn up. And so there was a remix made to this. God bless the people who made this, even though they might not make it into heaven. We're glad that we don't know who you guys are, because, like, yeah, no, I'm not too sure people will be on your side. They laugh, but, like, you know your people. Check this out.
May this surely come to a stop. I'm appealing as a mother of the nation. I'm appealing as a mother of the nation. I'm appealing as a mother of the nation. I'm appealing. I'm appealing as a mother of the nation. I'm appealing as a mother of the nation. I'm appealing as a mother of the nation. I'm appealing.
So that was the track. Man, I feel like even though it was super simple, it's some kind of Zambian Timberland that put that together. That was absolutely amazing, especially at the end, you know, when it all goes down. But you know my favorite part of the video, like even in the music video, like the people who were filmed before it all went down, like they were never ready. Like, we were never ready for this heat, you know what I'm saying? Like, that song finna play in all the clubs, and if the CBU Freshers Ball hadn't already passed, it's a bash. It's a bash. I'm classy, so I say ball. You know what I mean? But it's okay. I'ma do the thing. If the bash hadn't yet passed, it would have played at the bash. Best believe everybody was gonna be twerking. Shout out to CBU for being part of the community news. Like, y'all be out here with them videos. Check this out.
Come to a stop. I'm appealing as a mother of the nation. I'm appealing.
The pain is unbearable.
All right, so all that passed, right? Obviously, I'm pretty sure this is a CBU student, but assuming it's not, somebody's son decided to put together his own version of what really happened. Check it out.
I'm appealing as a mother of the nation. I'm appealing.
Because we know that you are the King of glory. We know that you are the majestic God.
So my favorite thing about this particular video right here is that it highlights the part that we all overlook. You know, it's fun to hear the actual song, you know, to see what actually got people going, especially on Twitter, which we're going to get to in a minute. But right at the end, there's that part where, you know, sister falls apart. And then the prayer warriors, they kick in and they're just like, yes, this is our time. That was like their cue. Y'all need to play that back. Like, I only noticed that when I watched this video. Check this out.
Jehovah was the name of my nation in your hand, O God, because we know that you are the King of glory. We know that you are the majestic God.
Pretty dope, right? You didn't notice that the first time, right? I know. Shout out to somebody's son for pointing that out for us unintentionally. That's some talent. But moving on up to the next thing that we have for y'all in this category, of course, there have been nominations for our lovely madam to be part of the movie making squad, actresses, actors, whatnot. Take a look. Let's not forget the bonus track that's supposed to be on that list. It's probably there, you know, somewhere in some invisible ink, because anything is possible here in this country. Shout out to y'all. But number 6 is supposed to be It Pains Me. I'm looking forward to checking out that EP. Somebody holler when it drops, because I'm pretty sure one of y'all are going to hear it first. But moving on from that, the most important people that we need to be looking at is the people that the appeal was being made to. Check it out. I mean, that look is priceless. I think they look sorry. I think they look like they felt it in the heart, and their chests were as broken down as hers was when she gave that appeal. I feel like them killings, them gassings, they finna stop after this. Like, I believe it. Somebody said it and I believe it. But what's gonna be better than that look on their faces right now is a look on your face once you find out what the shortest verse in politics is. I mean, it just takes you back to the foundation of our wonderful country, which is the Bible, because we are a Christian nation. Even though we do so many unchristian things, and this entire trend is one of them. But that's okay, because next to Christianity is African proverbs. And we're going to close this segment of the show with this beautiful one. So I know I said I'm closing, but I only meant for this segment of the show. If you've been here before, you already know that the fun does not stop here, but we'll definitely be back after the break, so stay tuned. I'm a Kardashian. Did they tell you? That's okay. Because now you know, even if they didn't. But apart from that, welcome back to Social Trends. We're in the social civics segment of the show. Now in this part, we just sit back and check out the things that made headlines in recent times. And take it easy, because I mean, that's the kind of people that we are. We're chill. This would have been the perfect moment for a pair of shades. But you know, because I don't set my makeup properly, we'll just pretend that didn't happen. Because I don't set my makeup properly, it would make like a whole nose of its own. Yeah, like some special contouring. But we don't want that. So without further ado, we'll get straight into our first story for social civics. Which as usual is just amusing. So apparently, the former ambassador to the USA, that's the Zambian ambassador, Lazarus Kapambwe, was sent home on 7th February 2020. Now, these people did it diplomatically, you know, because it's the US and they're nice. Okay, they're dangerous, but they're nice because, you know, they got to show everybody else, this is why we're better than you. Flip's hair that's tied up today. So yeah, he actually had a meeting with the president. The man met Trump. I'd write that down in my diary, even though there's so much hate speech going on for Trump. And then there's the other half, which are probably like Adolf Hitler supporters. Which low-key, okay, I'm not going to say that on TV because like I'm a public figure. I can't be saying stuff like that. But yeah, which are probably Adolf Hitler supporters who love Trump. I kind of think he's a G. Decision making not so awesome, but he's a G. So this dude met him and they were diplomatic about it. They actually, sent him home. Not like us who rendered him persona non grata with like a whole bag of money on the top of his head if you killed him, like in John Wick. Not really, but that would have been cool, wouldn't it? But yeah, so it looks like we spewed back our person. It's okay. You know what I mean? Like, this is not the US. It's far from it. But hey, he's going to be fine. He's going to make it. And like, I just want to send a shout out to his family. Does he have like young kids? They're probably mad. They're probably really mad. But hey, life goes on. I mean, look at the beautiful country that they have come back to. Isn't it amazing? I'm appealing to them to just stay strong and not cry every day because they left the US. That's just sad, man. Like, I'm just gonna be honest right now. Like, I feel bad for y'all, but they'll be fine. Anyway, because we don't want to spend too much time feeling bad. The whole time I was just reflecting, like, on their lives. Not even my life. Like, man, they had to come back. Okay, I'm gonna move on. I'm over it. I'm sure they ain't, but we're moving on. All right, second on our list today is, with all the gassing that's been happening, the gassing, the ritual killing, y'all crazy, by the way. What's wrong with y'all? But anyway, with all this stuff that's been happening, people are saying that they want a state of emergency to be declared. Let's just put a big stop sign on that for y'all right now. We're looking at the repercussions of calling a state of emergency. We ran that in our news this last week, and was it this last week? Could have been the week before. I don't know. But hey, we ran it in our news, and one of the repercussions of calling for a state of emergency is that all investors from the outside, everybody gonna hear of it. So what they're gonna do is be like, oh, okay, y'all admitting that y'all unstable, which is something government would never do. And they would come in, go to the central bank, and take out all the money that they put in. That means schools, healthcare centers, everybody going down. And we're already struggling right now. Like, we're a Christian nation, but we need money, man. Like, we be suffering. So if those people were to come in and take all their money, what are we gonna do? Y'all should stop advocating for stuff that y'all don't know about. What if the president takes y'all seriously? At least in a recent article, he said he was not going to declare a state of emergency. And unlike the food situation, which is like, bruh, people are dying, bro. We hungry. This one is fine. Because, like, ain't nobody trying to die of real hunger. Like, when the rich people take their stuff away, let's not let that happen, family. And apart from that, the person who we spoke to concerning possible state of emergency thing was like, oh yeah, that shouldn't happen because business people gonna be so scared to move around in the early hours of the day or late at night, and they're not gonna start their businesses. So this is like people that wake up at like 5 to get to go to where their stores are and where their businesses are. And he's like, that's such a bad thing. That's not. They're gonna have extra sleep time. I snooze for an hour before I wake up. So I think we need to revisit that little reason. But hey, people selling perfume, I'm out here praying for y'all, because it's a risk every day walking around spraying stuff on people. Like, they could beat you up. There's mob justice going on. Once again, what's wrong with y'all? Stop beating people up. But anyway, one of them could be the right ones. Who knows? Third on our list for social civics today is how government and the opposition have been going back and forth on whose fault it really is that people are being gassed and killed. Now listen. Where the opposition is coming from is that once a long time ago, this is for all them 2000s. Okay, even we didn't know this story, but still, 2000s, we get to bully y'all. This is for all the 2000s. Back in the day, when UNIP was in government, are they still a party? Are they? Back in the day, okay, when they were in government, apparently they organized some chaos to confuse people. I don't really, you know what? Politics, man. Politics. It's just that it runs this country. There's nothing much that we can do. But like, yeah, if I was being honest, I'd just tell y'all right now that I don't understand politics. Y'all be crazy out here, politicians. We are appealing to y'all. No puns intended. I'm gonna just go on with my story. So like a long time ago, the people that were in government organized a whole lot of chaos to confuse people and get them to turn on the opposition. So that's what the opposition is afraid of right now. Apparently it got so deep, they were planting bombs. But the only way that they found this out was the person who was assigned to planting bombs got bombed because he cut the blue wire, not the red wire. Or was it the red wire, not the blue wire? And kind of got killed on the job. So they were like, oh, we know that guy. He works for the government. And everyone was like, So yeah, that's what happened. That's what the opposition thinks is going on. Government, on the other hand, of course, like, I mean, even if somebody did steal something, when you catch them, they're not going to be like, yeah, I stole it. Okay, I'd do that. But like, no normal person would do that. Everybody be like, no, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. But government is saying that everybody who says that that's the case is truly crazy. They would have a point, but see, like, everybody is kind of a little bit crazy. Even you. Yeah, you who's going there in the back like, me? No, I'm the only one who's not crazy. Honey, you crazy. You crazy. You know what you think about at 3 a.m. in the morning? God be seeing you when you don't be sleeping. It's cool because we're praying for you. I'm just appealing to you right now. Change your ways. Let's uncrazy everybody. I feel like that's what the next prayer and fasting needs to be, because prayer and fasting seems to be a trend. Let's uncrazy ourselves as a nation. We need to admit, first step to getting better is admitting that we got a problem. We got a problem, y'all. But I'm not going to dwell on that because I like to move on in life. Y'all got to get like me, okay? And the fourth thing on our social civics list today is still how crazy we are, but in this case, people mad that, all right, I'm just going to say it straight as it is. There was a discussion being held on Bill number 10. Y'all remember Bill number 10? Yeah, it's still around. And no matter how many people get gassed, no matter how many people get stabbed to death, no matter how many people parts get cut around and cut off and like sold on the black market, y'all weird, don't do that. No matter how much of that happens, Bill 10 is still a real thing. And if we don't pay attention, it's going to pass us by. But anyway, that's as serious as I'm going to get on this episode. Bill 10 was being discussed at Intercontinental Hotel. Don't judge me, English came in a boat. It was being discussed, and all of a sudden, boom, bam, the room was broken into, and like, you know, people came in and was just like, nah, y'all are not going to discuss this. All right, so what's being said, the reports are that the opposition were the people that were discussing the bill, and the PF Carters, which is obviously the governing, you know, the government in-house right now, they were the people that decided to disrupt the meeting. So like, fam, are you telling me that we can't even sit and discuss stuff no more? Like, people just gonna be mad and like walk into your house and turn everything upside down? That's madness. That's madness, y'all. Like, first of all, when is this bill supposed to be back in the courts of law? Was it even the courts of law? Like, we need to focus. As a country, we need to focus. Like I said, the next prayer and fasting needs to be directed on uncrazying ourselves. Y'all need to pray for this country because we're losing it. We're losing it. And this is a public service announcement. Okay, I'm done. But seriously, y'all, like, why would you know what? I don't even know if any action has been taken on the people that broke into that place. First of all, Intercontinental Hotel is a super secure place. Like, there's a whole lot going on there that had to have been disrupted. And then they injured people when they were leaving because, you know, destruction boys, but not the South African ones. Okay, y'all, I'm done with this story. I'm just saying, we need to uncrazy ourselves. On that note, it's a sad note, but like, you know, the whole point of this show today is for us to appeal to all the nonsense that's happening. Y'all need to stop. It pains us, okay? It pains us. On that note, we move on to international stories. And this is actually more serious though. Like just this week, upcoming rapper Pop Smoke was killed in a break-in that was performed at his home. Okay, so what happened was earlier that day, he had posted, he's an upcoming rapper and he's got, you know, a lot of hit songs out, and his album had hit number 7 in the Billboard Top 200. So that's like a big deal, especially once you're an upcoming rapper, right? So he got a lot of gifts and he decided to post them online. And what happened was he gave out his address. I don't think it was intentional. I think it might have been an accident. But yeah, he gave out his address, and I haven't seen the clip myself. I saw a piece of it, but I couldn't really locate where exactly his address was. I'm not too sure if it was one of those things that, you know, only super tech savvy people could get, but I doubt it. So this is another warning to people to just be aware. Like, don't give out too much of yourself. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you're famous or not, most especially if you're famous, especially if you just got rich, or I'm pretty sure people still looking out to kill 50 Cent, but like they're not gonna get to him, you know, because he's a veteran. But like, yeah, look out for yourself, because as soon as he posted his address on those gifts and stuff in celebration and everything, they followed him to his home. I think it was at 3:20 in the morning. There were 2 masked men that actually broke into the house, and it seemed like the alarm in the house was off, so it made it easier for them to get in. I don't know why the alarm was off, which is why a lot of people are suspecting the friend that he was with. I don't remember dude's name. Like, I just don't know his name. The people on the internet know his name, but yeah, people are suspecting the person that he was friends with, but he has most definitely retaliated and said that people who are assuming that have no sympathy at all. So like, you know, I kind of feel him, like, y'all, he just lost somebody who's like his brother or whatnot. But, you know, people will be people, and so will law enforcement. But yeah, bottom line of this is that we do send out our deepest regards and our deepest condolences to Pop Smoke's people. All right. Music has definitely lost something amazing. He was a good... So yeah, bottom line of the story is make sure you protect yourself and your information and the people that are close to you. Anything could happen to anybody at any time. And unfortunately, we don't have any lighter moment here on international stuff. But we had enough of the light stuff in our local news, right? Let's take a turn to the serious stuff. Kehlani and YG have said to have broken up. Y'all, I can't take this. Y'all, I can't take this. Okay, you know, all jokes aside, this is one of the couples, even though they weren't very long, like, you know, in the game of coupleism. Is coupleism a game? It's a word now. Because, you know, people on TV, we can do that. We can make words. My producer is looking at me like, bro. But anyway, this is a couple that I really wanted to see, like, you know, I wanted to see them go into the whole Will and Jada and Beyonce and Jay-Z. And I know that's a stretch. I did stretch before I reached, okay? So, whatever. But yeah, I actually really like these two. I love YG. I love Kehlani. And yeah, they just did not work out. And which is kind of sad, but it's for a valid reason. They broke up 4 months, according to reports. They broke up 4 months after rumors came out that YG had cheated on Kehlani. So he was out there kissing some other girl. And man, YG, why? Why though? Guys, don't do this. This is a PSA. Don't do this. Like, we are in 2020. Don't be doing stuff like this. I don't know if girls are still crazy enough to set your car on fire, but I best believe no, that they will key your car. I know you love your car, but guys, let's just be good to one another. So anyway, on Valentine's Day, they did release something by the name of Conclusions. They released it together. I don't know if it's a project that was done much, like, way before, or it was something that they decided to continue working on. I always admire couples that are in the same industry, and even when they break up, they don't mind doing things together in that industry, because work is work, it's hard. It cannot be easy. Like, I remember having this one person that I dated in high school, and then we broke up, but we were in boarding, fam. So like, I had to see his face every day, and I had to watch him date some other girl. Thank God I got over that. Oh, I graduated. Yeah, I graduated. Shout out to me. But anyway, it's not easy doing something like that. Right after they released Conclusions, Kehlani herself released something called Valentine's Day, in brackets, Shameful. And here are some of the lyrics from the song. We'll play you a clip right after I read them, but here it goes. It says, "I'd say your name, but you don't deserve recognition. You played the hero, but really you are a villain. You called me crazy, but it was my intuition. Used me for status and the fame and recognition." Now, right off the bat, I'm hoping, like, I love Kehlani, but I'm hoping she's not talking about YG, because that last sentence, "used me for status and the fame and recognition," y'all, I kind of feel like YG was YG without Kehlani. So, but hey, people will be people. They know their inside story and we don't. Tell me what y'all think about their relationship, if you really think that they should have broken up, or should they have patched things up. I know. I'm just saying this because I like them. But yeah, let us know what it is that you think. We love to hear from you. Our social media everywhere is Kopala TV. That's Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter as well. Don't forget that you can catch our information and our products. Don't forget that you can catch whatever it is that we spew out, whatever it is that we give y'all, which is always a good product, because we are Kopala TV, the one and only. You can find us on our YouTube channel, which is at Kopala TV. And with that, we end this episode of Social Trends. I know you've had fun, I've had fun, but don't make this your last time, because we have fun like this every single episode. That's it for me, your girl Flower Bomb. Stay tuned to Kopala TV. One love.